Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Roller 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the red, so we have GB600111. Spawn on the south side as the orange empire. We have Besiktaspantro, close enough. And spawning as the yellow allies, we have Mastengu. And this is a 1v1v1. It's a free-for-all. Free-for-all. Multiple dojos being thrown out. When it comes to three ways, it can get very, very complicated very quickly. You can't be hyper-aggressive. If you be aggressive both players, they both just may push towards you. If you allow your teammates to fight each other, you can pick them off. But if you get a hit, you have to hope that your other enemy supports you out. So these can cause some interesting dynamics. We got this combat engineer to try and capture this oil derrick, escorted by some peacekeepers. And got a javelin troop and a dog over here, maybe eyeing for. No, there's no garrisons in the middle of this map. In fact, I don't see a single garrison in this entire map, so... Oh wait, no, there's a garrison here. And a garrison here. So there's one set of garrisons, which could be useful throwing some javelins or flak troops there to help prevent anti-aircraft, provide some anti-aircraft. Dojo Corps here, not being pulled out, trying to help secure that oil derrick. And this is why the javelin troop and dog is here. And he will find this Dojo Corps with the laser lock there. He's going to have to try to crush the javelin troop, but he's not paying attention whatsoever. There is actually a dog way down here as well, so it was actually scouted out. And this dojo is going very, very far forward. There is an observation post on each side, each person's little island. I was going to keep these forces here and here, which will keep them some good forward scouting, keeping an eye on the opponent's potential expansion points. They're all going to expand out to the sea, I'm guessing. And those forces do get gunned down from the low ground. Over here we got dog paddling in the water. We got a handful of small amount of troopers right here, as well as a mixed force right there as well. Got these Mechatangas going out to sea. Dog is trying to dog paddle its way. He does avoid the Mechatangus. Never mind. He gets gunned down by a Mechatangu. Got some multi-gun turrets here, as well as an ore refinery. Yellow's getting his third refinery point up and going. Red is going for a super reactor, as Orange has put out a Dojo Corps here to claim this oil derrick. So our Yellow's being a bit more economical. Red and Orange well, Orange does have a good defense force, including some Defender Corps. Red, I'm not sure what he's doing. He's going for a super reactor. He should have passed a decent amount of income right now. You also have Orange. This is why Orange Dojo's way out here. He's trying to get that Veteran Academy, making all of his forces Vet 1 upon deployment. That would be massive. We also got each side has a refinery point. Orange unable to get. This is the least possible chance of Orange getting out over there, but he didn't manage to get over there in time. This map is not 100% symmetrical in a clockwise fashion with the ore refineries and with the corners of the map, to say the least. The dog does get gunned down there by the Imperial Warrior. Paul's flying about. It looks like this Imperial Warrior does get gunned up a little bit by that multi-gun turret. Best keep that Imperial Warrior there, just because it's already wounded and it's not going to do much else. Dog does find a scout there. Okay, I'm really curious what Red is doing. Red must have a bit of a stockpile, right? Yeah, Red definitely has a big stockpile of credits and not spending it. He does actually have a pair of sentry guns. Interesting. And a sentry gun over here.
Dock score ready.
And just heard the dock score. We got some Megatengus and chopper striker VXs and Megatengus here. Yellow does have a handful of Apollos. Overall, very, very slow game. Your Derek will be cleaned on up by the yellow Javelin Trooper. And we do have a third refinery deployed up by Orange, but this time the far one. He also claimed this refinery over here, so Red did not actually go for a refinery, and Red is just turtling up with some defenses. 2 Tesla coils, 2 sentry guns, 1 sentry gun up here, going way too heavy there. Even deploy out Sputnik. Yep, I think a Soviet player, no offense Soviet player, definitely lower ranking. But luckily his opponents are not being hyper-aggressive either. And that's a really bad time for a transform. He does go ahead and draw force over here and does actually avoid the base itself. And that's going to be a dead Vindicator. It didn't even get off its bombs. Orange has not yet claimed that Veteran Academy, which is a big, big oversight. So I don't think Orange is actually top ranking or top level player either. Yellow has been deploying out, has a bit more of a game sense with the faster expansion, willing to make more aggressive plays compared to his opponents. But as right now, it's one big standoff. Conscript does get gunned down there by the Megatengu. Now here comes some rockets. The Apollo, you didn't notice it, but that Apollo retreats back the wrong direction. Sometimes a good idea to, rather than hitting that retreat button, is to mainly focus, have you guys go a certain direction and then do it. Dox core deployed on up. That may have been the heightened technology. Yep, I saw some extra bits coming on up. Do we see a mainframe core? Yes, we do see a mainframe core. So that means we will potentially see some Shogun battleships. Guarding tanks, javelin troopers, and peacekeepers making their way towards the center. He has still not claimed this Veteran Academy. That Veteran Academy could be so useful for the Shogun battleships. Honestly, everything. Literally everything will benefit from extra efficiency. This ore refiner will be cleaned on up. It does have some wave force artillery, which is going to be very useful. We do got some tank busters in here, at least one. Red, has he gone for a battle lab? No, he has not. Gone for a lot of flak towers. Very, very turtly. Does actually get some walls here, but didn't fully actually wall it up. He does not know how to place walls. You don't want this covered, you want this covered. The open areas. You want to protect the ore collector. The refinery can take more of a beating than the ore collector. Nice shrink stairs onto the striker BXs. And now we'll take time to freeze them. He does have the defender core here. And we got a Eureka deployed on now, which can quickly take down these cryocopters. Did you actually see that? That's a lot of wave force artillery. Maybe too many wave force artillery. That could be a great shot there, but no, he needs to hit the guys in the back. Eureka does do a nice little roar there, getting a lot of the infantry down. Leaving a couple javelin troopers remain. Defender core, it probably best to keep an anti-aircraft mode for the time being. And here comes King Oni charging on forward. The wave force artillery, did we even see a single? Yeah, we saw a couple shots there, but he wasn't exactly doing them all well. Wait, what is going on with that? These guys should be crushed, right? Okay, that guy got crushed. What was that about? I saw some wave force artillery. Those potentially, if you were to target the guys in the back, it will kill everything in between. So that was a bit of oversight there with the Wave Force Artillery. This is way too many Wave Force Artillery. Wave Force Artillery does not do well in large numbers. You need like 1 or 2, and that's about it. If you take time to individually micro all the Wave Force Artillery to hit individual units, that'd be great. But Wave Force Artillery is not a focus fire unit, and not a mass unit. You have some Athena cannons here, very nice. And still not claimed the veteran cannon. The Soviet player has deployed out an airfield, another super reactor, and an ore refining in the southern expansion. Oh boy, that's a lot of defenses. Getting out some infantry now, which is good. Good for defense, even some Tesla troopers. I wonder if he can micro them. 1 defense drones on the Wave Force Artillery. Okay.
Is it safer over there?
The prospector has been shrunk. He's eyeing naval the back expansion. Yellow has also claimed this point as well. Red soldiers amassing regular infantry. Another Yuriko deployed on the field. Yuriko Omega. How effective is Yuriko in a garrison? Probably not terrible if your opponent attacks this direction. It would also protect her from the cryo. And an allied player would not be worried about garrisons with his air forces, so this could be pretty good at taking out the aircraft. A very powerful anti-aircraft replacement, basically. Still very slow game. I'm half tempted to hit the fast forward button. Nobody's doing anything. There we go. Fast forward and don't stop forwarding. I should not have done that. But we do got some freezes there. Big dog fight. I even got a Mirage tank here to camouflage a large group there. Good kills there on some of those forces. So the Cryocopters do go down, but most of the Mecha Tengus or Jet Tengus and Chopper vehicles do get artillery a bit. Yeah, good number of Mirage tank, or no, just a Mirage tank. I'm looking at the map and seeing no multiple units camouflaged. And now we do have some Sea Wings deployed on out. Hopefully he's going for a Shogun battleship. He's canceled something. Sea Wings are mostly useful at gunning down infantry and providing anti-aircraft support, not as a primary unit. They are much more mobile than Chopper VX, that's for sure. And good Wave Force Artillery there, taking out the Guardian tank. Oh, was that something larger? That may have been something larger. I wasn't really paying attention to what it was. What on earth is this? I know I said the Soviet player is very low ranking, but what the hell is that?
We must seek refuge. A new plan must be made. We must seek refuge.
Well, he needs to use a lot of shrinks on those Wave Force Artilleries, but he has 5 Cryocopters. Athena cannon charging forward, trying to get a shot there on the Shuriken Wave Force. Does take it out. The point defense drone did not save it. At this point in time, I'm sort of surprised that Red hasn't deployed out a super weapon. Maybe he didn't want to be focused down. He has a massive wave of MiGs, but there's really nothing for them to shoot it down. Only the Cryocopters and the Apollos, that's it. These MiGs, they're not going to be very useful. He has some Jet Tengus. If he's quick enough, he's able to transform them away. And here comes the MiG sortie. Or maybe not. I think he can't slowly pick away. Got a good number of King Oni here. Maybe trying to go for mass charge, but does get a shrink there.
I wasn't finished.
And all of them now shrunken down, trying to get frozen. Striker VX is coming up forward. Hope those MiGs charge somehow randomly go in the mix of the fight. And Multiple of the King Oni has gone down. I see one remaining. Nope, there's the other two right there, shrunken, going around. This one is quite chilled. More King Onis are advancing. Cryo shot making its way forward, trying to freeze down some of these King Onis. This King Oni will skip the freeze, as a number of forces does get frozen instead. And it got a sleeper ambush coming on forward as well. It does do a big King Oni charge there onto that unit, but that's a bit overkill. And trying to focus down these Athena cannons. Does get the Athena cannons there. And the tank busters are actually doing quite a bit of work there. Got an this armor discharge there, killing up that Athena cannon with it. Elite Chopper or Striker VX does get some great anti-aircraft shots in. Still a pair of King Oni there. Looks like the Empire player has broken through the front line. Got a number of javelin troops still here. And the shrinks were successful, but there's just too many King Oni. Just leave. Got some javelin troops there. Does knock back that javelin troop, the King Oni. Shrinks down the heroic Wave Force artillery. And the Athena cannons get some good shots there onto the King Onis. Rolling forward with another anti-aircraft Chopper VX. And these guys do try to get away. They will escape. We got a massive wave of Twin Blades. Okay. That's good. Sea Wings are way over here. Shogun battleships are not in a great position. And he does lose that naval dockyard, Imperial Docks. So at this point in time, the Empire plane needs to be very, very defensive. He sees all those Twin Blades, he sees all those MiGs, needs a lot of anti-aircraft forces, need to be defensive versus the Allied player. The Empire player is not in a good position. Shogun battleships can push the way forward and start barraging some of the infrastructure. Does have a handful of Sea Wings for escort as well. But Orange, his ground force needs to be defensive, and that Wave Force artillery is on the wrong side of that ramp. Lines up a shot there for a brief moment. Saw these guys. There's also now a spy in the mix. Wait, is that spy going to try to grab a construction these forces? Does get a shrink down there. Sea Wings trying to get some shots in. Getting some hits on the infrastructure. And it's going to be focusing down the refinery now. More shrinks coming forward as well. All the Shogun battleships are now shrunken. Try to go cryo blast there on the Sea Wings. He does avoid it, and now should be able to protect his Shogun battleship. They're only frozen. Nothing to really pick them off at the moment. And that one does recover being frozen. It does take out that ore refinery as well. Trying to shrink down some of these Shogun battleships once again. The shrink beams basically last as long, cooldowns as just as long as the shrink itself. Does get a good hit there with the Athenas, but the smaller... Oh, that one's actually frozen. Does get killed off there. And that was a wrong barrage. Hits the Athena cannon, though. Getting multiple Athena cannons there. Point defense drone does come forward, trying to get up the Sea Wings. Gets good damage there. He's hit some of these Athena cannons. Does take out the Athena cannons there. Sea Wings being focused on with the freeze. He is avoiding fire there. Very nice. This one will get frozen. And does gun down one of the crowdcopters there. Very nice. What is that Soviet player doing? Building a death ball, that's for sure.
They distract us.
And seeing his teammate or his opponents are just hitting each other, so that's fine for the Soviet player. Needs some more Sea Wings. There's a lot of cryocopters here. Does freeze one of the Sea Wings there, and this other one gets frozen as well. Is that spy? Is it still alive and go forward and perhaps get? Can you get a cash bound the bribe on frozen units? Stop shooting it with the Athena cannons. He wants to grab that stuff. And he does. You can claim a Shogun battleship of a spy if it's frozen. He could have got so much more there. Ugh. He does have a good number of Striker VX. He does need to get those cryocopters, but the problem is There's only 5 King Oni. There's going to be an easy amount of shrinks for them. I don't know. I don't know what either player should do. Orange could be hyper defensive. Maybe pull out a Psionic Decimator, but or Red would just come up and clean him, kill him immediately. Red can point a gun whoever he so chooses. Oh, here comes a Cryogeddon. Some of these King Onis, of course, are very far forward. This one is almost frozen. Does get frozen there. This King Oni has been finally constructed. Does allow to avoid the Athena cannon barrage there. Now the rest of these forces are making their advance. Red has actually claimed this oil derrick as well, somehow. He has a good anti-aircraft escort for his King Oni. And now it's got a sleeper ambush as well. And these cryocopters receive lots of fire. There are multiple cryocopters going down. So the allied base may get cracked it, but he does have a good number of Athena cannons here, but the King Oni should just individually roll charge them. And looks like the allied player has actually backed out of the game. And Red, not realizing Yellow has been defeated, has not charged in and cleaned up Orange. Red should be able to clean up Orange, no problem. Okay, refineries are deleted. Orange has still not claimed the Academy. And I have no idea what's going to go on. You don't need another airfield. Okay, cancel the airfield. Good. I'm going to fast forward once again because I have no idea what's going to go on next. Okay, that was a final squadron taking out the Sputnik. This massive force can push in at any moment. And he has enough MiGs to take on any swarm of Jet Tengus, but he's not going to be fighting against Jet Tengus. He does have some, but probably not in the air. That ore refinery's gone. And the entire region around it. Oh, and Yuriko is inside of that garrison. Does claim one of the chopper VXs. I think claimed maybe another unit as well. Over here, I'm not sure what that was. Maybe I think this was just a burst drone. Ore refinery, that's a relatively fresh ore refinery. Only 1,000 credits has been picked up by it. Now 1,250. Sells off of some of those wall segments there. And let's fast forward for a brief moment. Another level 1 final squadron charging forward, as well as a sleeper ambush. Red also has a ludicrous amount of defense here. Not sure that will make a difference. King Oni is pushing way forward. Got a lot of anti-aircraft forces here. Satellite's not running on in, but I think Red should be able to overwhelm his opponent. Only a handful of chopper VXs will remain. Is Yuriko in the fight as well? Yuriko may have been gunned down. And Orange going to just push forward with his King Oni into his opponent's base. We got a cash bounty there onto the King Oni as well. And the sheer amount of base defenses should be enough. Oh, charges the super reactor. Wait, that could destroy the chopper VX or the twin blades if it get too close. He's trying to... Oh. I thought he was trying to bait him into the super reactor to blow up the air forces. I may be mistaken about that. And all the King Onis are down. Good number of MiGs actually went down the engagement as well. And Orange is selling off all his infrastructure there, backing out the game. And he finally got the Veteran Academy. And he doesn't realize he actually has a structure right there. There you go. I can't find any good replays today, can I? Either way, this is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.